back to the channel. It's Patrick here. Glad to be back. I took sort of a small break, just focusing on finishing up some last schoolwork stuff. Just really making sure that I'm not getting behind on anything, and so that I can focus once summer comes around, you know, making more videos, doing my own thing, kind of enjoying some time off. But yeah, we're going to do GOT7, Not by the Moon. I know a lot of people want me to do more of Red Velvet and their B-side track for Psycho, or tracks, sorry, more of Jackson Wang and his individual stuff. I saw some people even telling me to do more of solo stuff done by Taemin. I have seen a lot of his stuff in the past, but I have not reacted, so I would love to do that at some point as well. So I really appreciate everyone kind of giving me feedback, giving me ideas on what to watch next. I think that's probably the most important thing, is I do want to do a lot of the reactions that I personally enjoy as well, but there's also a lot of opportunity there to look at the stuff that all of you fans of all these groups, you know, the stuff you want me to see. So I shouldn't make it too much of one or the other. It should be a good balance. And so far, I think the balance is somewhat there. But yeah, definitely today, one of my favorite groups, GOT7. They got me sort of, well, they weren't the first group, but they were one of the first groups that introduced me to K-pop. And I really enjoy their take on music, and it's not super different in terms of what you see in K-pop, but it's stylized by GOT7, and they kind of have a somewhat of a trademark feel, you know, to an extent, or at least to me, it's easily recognizable. But yeah, that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into it. One of my friends was telling me as well that she really enjoyed the music video and the visuals, so I'll definitely keep that in mind. Interesting start. Was not expecting this. Some cool samples. It's a little loud. Let me turn that. Dang. The intro is a lot chiller than I was expecting, but then again, you know, I was going off of nothing, so. Hey. Okay, Bam Bam. I definitely like the visuals so far. It almost looks like there's sort of a filter on the lens of the camera when they're doing that kind of vintage looking shot. Just a lot of warm tones. Ooh, that spin is crazy, yo. The athleticism showing from Jackson. Ooh, I love that concept with like the bare skin versus black clothing. Ayy. Ayy. Okay. Chorus is pretty catchy, but I wouldn't say does anything exceptionally different. Especially melodically, it's kind of predictable in a way, but that's not bad. It's just catchy. Okay. Hey. See, that's what I like though. You have sort of a catchy hook, catchy chorus, and then you throw in rap right after, just like this. Hey. Yo, his outfit. I would absolutely wear that. Hey. Dude, the visuals are really good. It's insane. And it's not overly complicated so far. The sets are interesting to look at, but it's not tons and tons of sets. Hey. See what I mean? It's catchy, but it's predictable, but that's okay, because then boom, right after, throw in, you know, some rap, the bridge, whatever it may be. Hey. I love the outfit choices, the overall kind of concept for their fashion. It definitely speaks to a lot of the fashion that I like. Obviously it's super formal in a way though, so you wouldn't be able to wear all this stuff everywhere. But it's okay, they're K-pop idols, it's understandable. I like that little slowdown. The mullet looking really good on JB, okay, okay. Hey. Hey. I like how the instrumental hasn't changed, but they've taken some stuff out. It gives it a more empty feeling. It's letting the vocals shine even more. Boom, bring everything back in. Perfect. There you go. With a dance break. Ayy. Kind of a dance break. I mean, there's still some JB vocals and yeah. Oh, shoot. Yo, you know what? Okay, I should have said this earlier, but definitely. Oh, okay, we're not done. Here, I'll wait a little second. I'm getting a slight inspiration from other songs within K-pop. Dang, whoa, that's crazy. Okay, that outer scene is, or I don't know. I should have had the lyrics on, I guess, or I'll go look at the lyrics later. But that outro scene is pretty interesting because it's almost as if they're the way they were dressed, and you know how they're in a carriage that's super dusty or whatever. It's kind of as though they're on a journey or some kind of trek. So I don't know if that relates to the song itself or maybe the album as a whole. Could be either one or both. But I definitely want to look into that more because usually whenever I go to a comeback song of any group, I don't have any kind of prerequisite of the album itself and what the concept is going to be. But I'd be more than happy to go do that after. It's just, I don't know though. In the future, I might actually do that because it's not, if I know the concept of the album, it's not really going to give me a bias in any way on the music because the music, even though it'll be influenced a little bit by the concept, will still have a lot of its own design and character, especially the single track, whatever they make as the main track. That one's going to stand out the most anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I might look into that, doing the research before the video. Anyway, what I was going to say a little bit before was some of the kind of nods or motifs I saw a little bit were maybe a little bit of inspiration from VIX and BTS with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Definitely not copycats whatsoever, especially musically. There's nothing in there really whatsoever that's similar to those two groups. Just a little bit of the aesthetic, fashion, set design, stuff like that. But obviously altered in a way that I think fits GOT7 better for what they're going for. Because the way that VIX or BTS does it, they really refined it so that it works perfectly for those groups. And then GOT7 just did the same thing with their group. Their design team and production team did their best to make it fit GOT7 as a brand, as an image. And I think they did a really nice job. Like I said, they kind of have those iconic rap lines right after a catchy chorus. I definitely didn't dislike the chorus, but like I said a couple times, it's not exactly one that stands out with the, I guess, musical content. But that doesn't mean it's lacking. It's just there have been more groups as of now. I guess I would take NCT as the example, that just give you sort of an unconventional look on a chorus. I just think, especially in pop, making a chorus that sticks out is sort of difficult because as listeners, as consumers, we sort of already have this expectation that's been there for ages, like 20, 30 years probably, of how pop music has evolved and kind of the norm that it's supposed to follow. And so it is certainly hard to break those, I wouldn't call stereotypes, but just, like expectations. And I think NCT does a good job, but I think K-pop is also the right genre to do that. I think especially in American pop music, it's pretty difficult. Once you become an artist and you have a sound, there's rarely any American artists that I would say change their sound in a significant way over the course of their time. I mean, maybe older artists with kind of pop rock, maybe with psychedelic a little bit, like the Beatles. But especially now, in 2020, I think, the music industry is just honestly not comparable to older artists. And it's a lot harder to go out of your way to change who you are and not have it be too risky. But with K-pop, I think it's doable, and we've seen it done. Pretty much every K-pop group does this to an extent. Like, they have their iconic sound, but they know that since they're not extremely famous yet, like a lot of American artists are, they need to really keep pulling more people in and keep the past fans as well intrigued to stay. So, you know, it's a lot of interesting dynamic. But yeah, that was a whole. I just went off on a whim. I'm sorry, you guys could have skipped this part. It's okay. But yes, loved the GOT7 comeback. I'll listen to the whole mini album as well. Probably will watch the music video again. There's a lot to take in, basically. But I hope you liked the reaction. As always, go ahead and leave more suggestions down below. I always put my SoundCloud and my friend Aspen, who makes the intro music, as you've seen in the little outro screen of me as a kid. But yeah, no, feel free to check those out as well. We haven't made tons of music, but obviously with more time on our hands, we've been working at it. But yeah, just a quick plug, no big deal. I'm just glad you guys are here watching. Have a good day or night wherever you may be. I'll see you guys in another one.
Hey, you like that intro music? Check out my boy Aspen and his SoundCloud. He's got them fire beats.